Tonight's show is dedicated to MF Doom, who passed away Halloween, and we just found out on New Year's Eve. So this show is dedicated to him. Thank you for your attention to detail, your love for hip-hop music, and your masterful and skillful wordplay. Thank you. You will be missed. Let me start here. Invited guests. Now, we all saw what happened this week at the Capitol. Let me just go to some highlights or lowlights, however you see fit. 5 dead. 127 arrests. But we have to stop saying stormed the Capitol. That's not what happened. President Trump invited these so-called insurgents, gaslighting them for at least 2 months. His responses to this chaos were sequenced, pre-recorded video messages that mirrored someone accepting a music award, via satellite. There was very minimal police involvement. In fact, police escorted them inside and gave them tours of the ground. This is America. They moved barricades, directing guests, like how they do in Disney with the 2 fingers just this way, right? Directing them to what doors to use and windows to break. Yeah. Smells like Inside Job. Sort of like that movie, Denzel and Jodie Foster, that Spike Lee movie, Inside Man. Yeah. I mean, police taking selfies, all kinds of foolery. Government officials fearful for their lives. Please. Maybe the black ones, right? I mean, we got to keep it real. Officials weren't the target. Staff wasn't the target. Entry was the target. Gaining access was the goal. They were instructed by Trump to go inside. That's it. Game, set, match. That's it. End of instructions. He left them out to dry while he watched from the bunker. You saw the video, right? Him and Jared Kushner in the bunker with the flat screens. Come on, you saw it. If you haven't, Google and YouTube that. It was all over Instagram, social media, Twitter. Disgusting. And Democrats and Republicans in the House and the Senate, all of that, 25th Amendment and impeachment, please. And they talk about impeachment again. Well, he wasn't impeached the first time. You tried, and he was acquitted. So he wasn't impeached. Never happened. He beat the case. We know Pence isn't going to go with the 25th Amendment. He's not going to do it. He's not going to go against his boy, and he don't want to ruin his chances of possibly running in 2024. But we know that this process, this so-called impeachment process, is a symbolic restitution, like similarly to sentencing to someone to 2 life sentences or 300 years in prison. Come on. We can do better than that. No. If you're going to impeach him, it needs to be about him not receiving his pension, him not being able to run again. And he's got like 9 days left. It's amazing that we're up in arms about this when this is who he's been the entire 4 years. Again, I'm not advocating for either party, the Democrats or the Republicans. I don't care that much. It's, can you do the job? Are you willing to stand for the people? Are you a stand-up man or woman? Are you for the country that you supposedly represent? Or are you for your own pockets? That's what I care about. And now they're talking about beefing up security for Biden's inauguration. Oh, now? Unscalable fences. The National Guard. Well, when it's Black Lives Matter, all of that is present. On site. Off rip. From the beginning. Mace. Batons work. That baton work is out. No, from the start. I didn't see any of that. Did you? I saw a little one, tear gas, one or two, which I think that was Hollywood prop smoke. That's it. I'm disappointed. I'm hurt, but I'm disappointed. Let me tell you why. I'm disappointed with these rioters that let President Trump rile them up like this, right? He talked to you. He told you this. But it was your choice to go out there and act a damn fool. That was your choice. I'm disappointed in our president, chief, law enforcement, the government as a whole. We, the people, you, me, your uncle, your daughter. We, the people, have been disrespected, insulted, and ultimately failed in the grandest of ways, all on live TV. Can you dig it? We could go through some more. I'm appalled, right? Your name is Jay. How you, Paul? No, I'm appalled, right? This is disgusting. Land of the free. But these militia groups and all these that showed up and showed out for them, right? Well, they came strapped with AR-15s, tear gas of their own, riot gear of their own, flags. But they ain't want any smoke. I was expecting them to use it, both of them, law enforcement and these so-called rioters, these insurgents. Let's call them visitors. That's how they behaved. Honored guests. There was ushers, photo ops. How they get so close to the steps? Sound like an inside job. They were allowed to. That's the answer to the rhetorical question there. They were allowed to. If they were black. Maybe that should be the title of tonight. If they were black. If only they were black. We're having a different talk. We're having a different experience. 'Cause, 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 There's a gross double standard in this country. And it needs to end. Or let's just keep it real about it. See, back when they were marching on Montgomery and Selma, and even before then, it was overt. See, we need the Klan to show their face now. No more sheets. Take them off, bring them out, bring them out. What was that movie, The Warriors? Come out and play. It needs you to come on out now. It's time to show yourself. If you down with the Proud Boys, you anti-black, you anti-human, you're a supremacist, out with it. That includes retailers. Don't take my money either. I'm not welcome, then I don't take my money either. But we've been failed. And I mean, the world is a stage. The world just doesn't watch when it's the Olympics or LeBron James at the finals. No, they're watching the whole time. They saw that. That was a travesty, foreign and domestic. If we weren't taken seriously before by electing a reality show host, an orange reality show host, well, surely we're the laughing stock of the planet right now. Can't even get along inside the country. He was trying to cause a coup. He ain't done yet. Still got this inauguration coming. And he's saying that 4-5 is saying that he's going to be a peaceful transfer of power. Don't believe the hype. He's not done. He's still got 2 more tricks up his sleeve. But disgusting. I am so sad to be an American right now. I love America. And black people love America. Let me say that. But we hate her ways, hate how she treats us. How you treat your people like this? And they keep showing it over and over again, insulting us even more every day. And Nancy Pelosi up there doing 60 Minutes. Did you see it? Did you watch that? How she was in fear and didn't cut it out. That man was allowed to go in your office, put his muddy staged boots on your desk for a photo op to be on social media. And you were right there. You were behind the camera. But this is wicked. And folks, I don't know what we're witnessing though right now in this country, but we're witnessing something. I don't know what side of history it will be on though. Now, this next story is graphic. I have to warn you. Has strong adult themes and content. Please use discretion. So the source here is CNN.com. That is CNN.com. Disturbance in Denmark. So there's a children's TV program called John Dillermand. 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 An animation starring a man with a penis so massive and flexible it can save children from danger. Yes, you heard me right. That's the premise of the show. He can also fetch objects from a river and operate as a pogo stick. Yes, the man's penis. This show is about phallic. And it's a children's show in Denmark. The show has 13 episodes and are available to watch on the DR Network's website. And this is their description of the show. Follows their character as he navigates an array of unexpected scenarios caused by his huge genitalia. This is the description on the website. Let me give you an example of one of these scenarios. This is disgusting, and this is in Denmark, y'all. He uses his member, right? We'll call it that, as a lead for his dog. So he's walking his dog with his member. And then his neighbors want them to walk their dogs too with his member. Like, this is ridiculous. Then he ties balloons to his groin and floating away. Like, this is weird. Pedophilia, animated pedophilia. Then another episode, he's breaking his friend's vases with it. Like, and you got to raise money, got to GoFundMe page. Like, this is weird, man. He's using his penis to steal ice cream at this. Like, this is weird. And the people in Denmark love it. They think it's hilarious. What's going on out there? They think it's a way to teach children about the human anatomy. Well, human anatomy, but you're talking about the male anatomy. Like, what? What are we doing on this? What's wrong? Let's be clear. Children, the peanuts, we're to protect them. They should not be forced to watch a cartoon of a man's groin. Like, that's not cool. That ain't it, Chief. What's going on? And you have a spokesperson from the show, the network, saying that people are criticizing the show without even having seen it. I don't need to see more than what I've seen already. The screenshots and listening to this description on your website. No, Sarah Cecile. No, thank you. This show is a huge success in Denmark. But why? What is wrong? What's going on in the psyche of the people of Denmark? Are they that fluid and that free in this? Like, I don't understand. Nasty business. But you're not going to make pedophilia cool on my watch. It ain't cool. That's not what's popping. That's not what I want for my children or for any children here. No. And let me say this to you parents and potential future parents. You have children. It's your duty to take care of them and raise them. Well, that's what it goes deeper than that. The why. You and that child, the parents and that child have made an agreement before they get here. You call them. They're perfectly fine where they are or were. And you call them here and make an agreement with them that you're going to give them your all to take care of them and help them navigate here on earth. That's what happens. I didn't make an agreement to have on TV a show about male genitalia for their enjoyment. What? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So the people of Denmark, the DR Network, Sarah Cecile, I'm going to need y'all to hold this. No, thank you. Good night. Get that out of here. Over 200,000 people have watched this show and are enjoying it. What? Are you kidding me? Remain positive, right? That's what they say. Try to look for the silver lining. Remain positive. Source here is BBC.com. So there's a nurse that has tested positive for COVID-19 while waiting for her second dose. The health board has said that while the vaccine reduces your chances of suffering, we know that there's nothing that is 100% effective. Nothing is absolute. Now, this is over in the UK. So Pfizer, we know that Pfizer started rolling out their vaccine last month, and it offers 95% protection against COVID-19. And that is after the second dose. People are receiving the vaccine are advised to continue to act in a precautionary way, meaning wear a mask, 6 feet, all of that. Now, Mark Drakeford, who is a top health official out there, says that, those people should recognize the new protection that they have, right? But be precautious for the coming weeks and months ahead, right? That coronavirus is going to continue to be a feature of all our lives. A feature? A feature. No, this has been the show for almost a year. A feature. Now, this woman has been angry and felt heartbroken about catching this virus after being told, front line, go ahead. Now, for her privacy, she has not been identified. She doesn't want to be identified. Said that she was initially relieved to be offered the chance of a vaccine, despite difficulties getting an appointment. She got her first dose in December. And here's what she said. It gave me peace of mind. It made me feel safer. And that I was doing the right thing for my family, but it gives false sense of security. She was told it would take 10 days. Then 3 weeks later, she tests positive. Having all of the symptoms, severe symptoms. Bad cough, high temperature, breathlessness. Now her partner, and her children have also tested positive. What a shame. And that's over there, across the pond in the UK. But there's cases like this in the US. Remember, you need 2 doses. And there's reports of people having paralysis, facial paralysis. Can you imagine? It's not that it gets paralysis in the injection point or in that arm or that area. No, your face. Think about that. And you need 2 doses. And now there's reports that there's multiple strains of this. Well, let me give you a little tidbit. From my research, there are 15 of them. Did you know that? It's been reported a UK strain, a Japanese strain, a Middle Eastern strain, and now there is developing knowledge of a American strain, a US strain. This isn't going away. We need to continue to be informed and question everything, especially when it deals with the gooch, the invisible bully, odorless, tasteless virus. And with these new strains, they're not less deadly or more deadly. They're more transferable. But what does that really mean? If you can already get it, right, and don't know you have it, well, what's this about? Another strain. But this isn't encouraging when you hear people still contracting this virus and feel like they're doing a service to themselves and to the greater community, humanity, by getting a vaccine and then you test positive. Can you imagine what that does to her trust system, her belief system? Anyone for that matter? I mean, do you trust your government? These health officials? There's no judgment here. We're talking. So I want you to be informed. And my hope is that you make a decision, whether it's to take it or not, to do it or not, whatever, that you're making that and not, Anthony Fauci talking for you. Or you making a decision on anything, like Oprah told you to do it, so you do it. Even me, I told you to do it or not do it, and you base your decision on that. No, make up your own mind. But we're in a very slippery time right now. Very slippery. 2021 is continuing where 2020 left off. We ain't out of it yet. This is 2020 2.0, right? All these issues and convoluted facts, it messes with your belief system. And some might say it can strip you of your faith. Source here is NewYorkPost.com. That is NewYorkPost.com. Stripped faith. Now, there's a woman named Nicole Mitchell. Now, she ditched her life as a pastor in Ohio 3 years ago. She now lives in California, making a living in the sex industry. Have you heard of this? Did you know this? This is an interesting one here. She's a mom of three who describes herself as a pastor turned stripper, life coach / model on her Instagram account. Now, mind you, her Instagram account has 120,000 followers. And folks, there's a website or an app, I don't know. Maybe you heard about it, you know about it, maybe you don't. It's called OnlyFans, right? She has an account on there, and she charges $15 a month for a subscription to her OnlyFans for people to watch her do her thing on camera. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ew, right? But she makes $100,000 a month doing this. Now, she was a pastor. And now she's doing this. I don't fault her. I look at our society, and this is available. Stripper culture is popular. Pardon this, hoe culture is now normalized. Pimps, prostitutes. It's all mainstream now. This is where we are as a society, as a collective. I don't agree with it. You got Cardi B doing, all types of illicit things. And they name her Woman of the Year. Cardi B. You know me, Cardi B. So Mitchell, New Year's Eve, posted this on her, I don't know if it was Instagram, but she says, I just wrapped up another TV segment. Thank you, Fox 26. And I am just in awe of all the dreams that have come true this year. Now, Fox 26, what's going on with you? Was that clickbait? Are you giving life to this? Causing her to go viral? Being sought out as a life coach expert? Like, what is going on? This is where we are as a society. And she's a former pastor. Like, what? She quit her church to do this. It's sickening to me. Not that she quit the church or chose to do something. No, you chose to do this. And she's being rewarded for it, and it's because of where our society is. Her choice is her choice. But as a society, this is what we're promoting. And it's dangerous, especially the next generation. There's always a next generation. But they're watching this. And it communicates that to solve your problems, just take your clothes off, and now take your clothes off and put a camera in front of yourself. No, that's not going to do it. That may temporarily solve something, but that ain't going to solve all your problems. That's not the de facto way to sum things up. I'm concerned that we as a society, as a people, as a planet are turning into robots, drones, if you will, mindless drones. Source here is Reuters.com. Drones. So small drones will be allowed to fly over people and at night in the United States. According to the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration, this is a significant step toward their use for widespread commercial deliveries. That's what the point of this is. You know, Walmart, Amazon Prime, this is the next wave for them. Drones. Now, the FAA said that its long-awaited rules for the drones will address security concerns by requiring remote ID technology in most cases to enable their identification from the ground. Now, previously, small drone operations were limited to flying over people directly involved in the operation, located under a covered structure or inside a stationary vehicle, unless there's been a waiver signed by the operators. Now, these rules will take effect 60 days after publication in the Federal Register later this month, January. So drone operators will have 18 months to begin producing drones with remote ID. So before this, they didn't have the remote ID. This is the missing piece, the last piece of the puzzle for them to be able to do this and begin to use it on a commercial level, because that's what it's dubbed as, being able to get everything quicker, get your deliveries to you quicker. Sometime, same day with this technology. Now, some might say that this is a great thing. And I think it is on the surface. But this is ushering us into that 21st century that you were talked to about, shown in movies and in these graphic novels about flying cars, the Jetsons. Well, this is part of that ushering in of. Now, one more point about these drones. They must be equipped with an anti-collision system and lights. And the final rules allow operations over moving vehicles in some circumstances. So you're going to be on Route 80 or wherever, the 305, 405 in California, right? And you got drones flying over you. Something to think about. I would love to get Amazon in 6 hours, right? I would love it. But what else does it mean? You know? Ponder that thought, you know? It's slow and subtle. The takeover doesn't happen just right away at once. But that's where we are. So the drones have been approved by the FAA. FNXFit.com. Pre and post workout shakes. Try the new recovery powder available in raspberry lemonade, grape limeade, snow cone, and watermelon burst. Use promo code Moonbeam for 15% off your order. Again, go to FNXFit.com. Once again, I would like to say Happy New Year to you. I hope that you've had a healthy 2021 beginning, and that it continues, and that you strive and reach whatever you got going on, that you make steps to reach those goals. Taking this journey with me, this ride tonight, being here at the start of season 3. I've enjoyed. I hope that you have enjoyed. We have talked. I hope that you laughed and maybe cried. That's the way we give it up here. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it. I'm Jay Daniel. This is Moonbeam Radio. I'll see you next week. Take care.